Flow truck race.
All right, we're here with Meghan Mueller. Meghan, I want you to talk a little bit about your evolution as a runner. So definitely someone, probably got into the sport a little bit later in life per se. Weren't necessarily a high school runner, but kind of take us through what you've done, how you got into running, how long you've been running, things like that.
I started running. I would sort of jog and stuff through high school and college periodically, but I didn't really like it. I liked how I felt when I was done, but I didn't like the process of it. And then when I guess I was in my late 20s, and I kind of changed my diet and stuff, and I was trying to work out more. And I would walk, and then sometimes I would run, and I found that I actually was enjoying the act of running, which was weird. So I started running, and I would jog a little and walk, and eventually I decided to do my first 5K. And after I had done that, that's when I called you and decided I wanted to figure out, make sure I was stretching right and doing all the things properly. And I think the real huge moment for me was when I started doing speed work with Big River at Vianney in the summer, because I thought that sounded terrible, but when I went, it was really fun, and I met a lot of cool people, and that led me into all sorts of other things. I made friends who were like, oh, we run on Sunday mornings, come do this. So, and the big moment too was when I thought, well, maybe I could run a marathon relay. I've done a 5K, and this girl said to me, well, Meghan, you could just run a half marathon. And I remember thinking that sounded crazy, but then I decided that was a goal I wanted to do. So then now I've done 3 half marathons, and I have 2 more this fall, and then I'm going to run my first full marathon in April. So it's kind of been ongoing, but I feel like I started really small and didn't know anything about running, and now I have picked up a lot as I've gone along.
Now you're a pace coach for the
and now I'm a pace
Big River
coach
training
for
team.
The Big River training team.
And so this has basically been, maybe a 2-3 year process, you'd say?
Yeah, I think I started in 2000. I was trying to think, I think in 2008 I was sort of getting into running, because that's when I started, I lost a lot of weight and I was trying to be healthier. But then in 2009 is when I think I did the first 5K and kind of got into it, and then 2010 is when I hired you. So it's probably been about 3 years that I've been really running.
All right, sounds good. Thanks for your time.
Anytime.